Hi, this is Tony Pizzamilio from Market Boomer, and I'd like to welcome you to a 2-minute tutorial on Purchase Plus. In this session, we'll look a little bit at how live pricing and supplier selection works on the Purchase Plus platform. In my demo system here, I've got a catalog open on the screen. So you see I'm looking currently at the fruit and veg market list. And I want to talk a little bit about the settings for the market list itself, because that's where you'll need to understand your pre-selected preference in order to understand why a requisition looks at certain suppliers and why it ignores other suppliers. So in this particular example, the first thing that I need on my list here is the range of products that I want on my fruit and veg market list. You can see I've got plenty of items and plenty of selection here. The next thing that we do is we set up supplier criteria. So there's two columns on the catalog screen here. The first one is yes or no, when we order from the fruit and veg market list, are we allowed to buy from the supplier? Obviously, if you select yes, then the supplier will be considered, and if you select no, then the supplier will be ignored. On the right hand side, it's which of the supplier's price files would we use when we consider ordering this item, and this allows you to use a maybe a very specific list for a fine dining restaurant where premium product is absolutely mandatory for brand standard. But in my general fruit and veg market list, I'll consider all the price structures as long as they're from my preferred suppliers. So you'll notice here with Fresh Go as an example, I've highlighted both the structures that they have for me. So they've got a general catalog, and then they've got a specific catalog. So I'll check both of those when I consider pricing, and then I've got a second and third supplier available as well. So even though I only use 3 suppliers, I actually have 4 catalogs that I'm considering. So sometimes premium produce can even be cheaper than standard produce, but unless you double check every line item or have a system like Purchase Plus that does that for you, it's pretty much impossible to keep abreast of every single line item. Alright, so having a base understanding of that, I'm then going to go in and create a requisition for that fruit and veg market list. So we select new requisition over here, and in the catalog tab, what I want to do is I want to select fruit and veg market list, which is here. Then this populates the purchase rec with all of the items that I've selected, and you'll see in the right hand side here we've got a quotes column. And some of the items have 3 quotes, some of them have 0 quotes, some of them have 1 quote, some have them 2 quotes. So 3 quotes means that all 3 of my preferred suppliers are quoting on that product. So it's the number of suppliers, not the number of price structures. Some of them are 0, which just stands to reason that that product is probably not available in the marketplace, and no matter what, it's probably best to avoid it because the price is going to be exorbitant even if you can't source it. Other ones we can see here, there's 1 supplier has that, and again, you're then susceptible to market forces, so you can make a decision, an informed decision, on whether or not it's a good idea to buy that particular line item right at this stage, since it's not very competitive within the marketplace. But anyway, back to competitive products and live pricing. So a couple of things on this screen before we even get started. If I hover above Apple Fuji 12 kilo case, I can see that the last time I bought it from TNF, and I bought it at $20 for a 12 kilo carton. Now, if I put a quantity in here, let's just say we put a quantity of 1, you'll see that that product has not changed in price since the last time I bought it. I might have even bought it this morning or yesterday, that sort of thing. So the history here is only as far back as the last time you bought it. Okay. Now, the other thing that you might want to know is, well, what are the other suppliers? You should have a baseline understanding there that are selling it, and what price is it available by other suppliers. So if you come over to the supplier box and drop this down, you will then see that TNF have that item for $20. Supplier Simon George has that for $24, and Fresh Go has that for $24.45. So obviously, if the only thing I'm considering is this 1 line item and I'm buying 1 product, then the very best price to buy that at is from TNF. There are other situations where you might say we're going to also order, let's say, the Apples Gala, and for some reason I need 1 carton of the Fuji, but I need 20 cartons of the Gala for whatever reason. In this case, you can see that they're both from the same supplier, so it stands to reason that we'll buy both of those products. But if I wanted to change those because of whatever executive decision I need to make, and pay a higher price for whatever reason, then you obviously have the as long as you have the rights to do so, you can do that. That will obviously affect the total value of your purchase. But if you need to make that executive decision for whatever reason, as long as you can validate that and it makes sense within your delegation of authority, then by all means you can go ahead and do that. The system does not tell you who to buy from. It just is showing you what's available in the marketplace and prompting you with best price where you've said you'd like to see best price. Okay, so thanks for watching this tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Keep abreast of the latest news and functions in Purchase Plus. Thanks again.